Happy almost Halloween. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So this eclipse energy was a little wild with Halloween here. We just passed a full moon. There is so much energy going on, and I kind of just wanted to give a little Reiki and do kind of a collective card pull. I also have some of my favorite cards. They're actually my wife's, but they're my favorite to pull. Earth Warrior, and I don't pull them often, but when I do, I feel like it really just hits me right in the heart. That's why I like to do it kind of occasionally and not always. Also, I have my little puppy sign right here. So if you hear noises, it's just a napping Benny. He wants to make his debut on my channel. I don't think he's been in anything. Maybe he has, I don't know. So let's start with a collective little deep breath. Set the intention to receive whatever it is that you want to from this. Maybe through this Reiki, we're going to release something that no longer serves us. I like to sometimes think of Samhain or Halloween as like almost like a witch's energetic new year. So I like to kind of like reset around Halloween. So maybe this Reiki could kind of just be like releasing what no longer serves us. Okay. On the count of 3, I'm feeling this like releasing what no longer serves us. Close your eyes. Think of one thing. It could be anything. It could be physical, mostly emotional and spiritual, something, a habit, a hobby. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job, anything that doesn't serve you. You're going to take a deep breath, envision it in your mind's eye. It could be as like a gray smoke. It could be as whatever it makes sense to you. There is no wrong way to do this. And we're going to do this 3 times. On the count of 3, I'm going to pull it from your energy, or assist in pulling it from your energy and sending it back to source, where it could be recycled for something beautiful and something good. Okay, so ready? Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Okay, good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath. Breathe out. Okay. 1 more time. Okay. We're doing Reiki, Bubba. Okay, very good. So this is actually, that's something I love to do in my Reiki sessions, because when there's kind of an imbalance or a blockage in a chakra system, it always stems from something that we're kind of holding back from releasing. It could be a trauma, a pain, a thought, a negative thought about ourselves, a belief system, something that doesn't serve. So now let's kind of just get started with Earth Warrior cards. Okay, what Earth Warrior card is for the collective, in the best interest of the collective? What do we need to know right now? Sorry. My sweet Benny Licious. Okay, so we have also, these cards are so beautiful. We have Lena, what must be shall be. Okay, so we are purging so much as a collective because a lot of things are coming to light. I've been talking about this for a year, but it's been like this energy for a year. And a lot of people, and I've talked about this, I believe on my channel before, on my TikTok, I know I have, we are all in a place where we are purging. We are releasing, like since the eclipse and even possibly before, we are releasing what no longer serves us. And for a lot of people, it feels like something's gone wrong. It feels like we're purging something, like we're being punished. I even had a moment where I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I don't understand. But really, I was just holding on to things. It's wild how they correlate. I was just holding on to things that were no longer serving me because they were close to my heart, because even if they were bad, it had love at a certain point. And this could be people or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be just one thing, and it will be different to all of us. But collectively, we need to also lean into like hope and faith right now that whatever is meant to be is going to be, and that this earth, even though it doesn't feel like it, is moving into a higher vibration. We are moving into a higher frequency. We are creating a better place for people to live, but right now it's Things are really coming to the surface and everybody's scrambling because this is such a purging time that we're seeing a lot of negativity on Earth. I've been assured that it is not going to last, but it's still really, it doesn't make it, also give yourself the space to mourn and to purge, because it doesn't make it any easier to see and experience everything going on Earth right now. So it's complex, but let's just kind of see what else Spirit has to say with the tarot cards. It's just like the Nine of Cups, especially in this deck, always alludes to just letting go, just literally allowing whatever's meant to be. And it's just funny that like this message is coming through so incredibly strong. Okay, there are more things at your disposal than you think. More things are going right. It's just, we are a group. We are a society, we are a people who like control. Humans over time have kind of like adapted to like to be in control and see the bigger picture. However, in certain instances and in life, we can never see the full bigger picture because we have to take it day by day. A lot of us deal with depression, we live in the past. A lot of us, others, multiple, even the same people, deal with anxiety, they live in the future. This is the thing of all we have is the now. We can't stress about what's going on in the future or break our hearts about what's happened in the past. We have to live in the now because that's the only thing that we can experience. And even in the now, we can't control anything. There's just so much planning happening that you don't understand and so much releasing. So if you're somebody who's feeling heavy or hurt right now, everything is happening the way that it's meant to, even if it doesn't feel like it. You are aligning in ways that you have to lose things to align. The seeds are being planted. You have to lose things to align. They keep like repeating that. It's almost like better things are coming into your life, but they can't if you're holding on to things that no longer serve you, because there's no room for everything to be at the same time, if that makes sense. There's a lot of igniting happening right now. There's things that you are igniting and things that you are opening up to, new beliefs. It's almost like there's a collective sacral chakra and solar plexus chakra opening, and a lot of it is linked to the heart because they show me those three. A lot of those chakras for a lot of people right now are like energized by the heart, but because you care about something, because you love, everything's being driven by love. So it's building confidence because you're acting out of love. It's building like that ability to create because you're creating out of love. As we go forward, things have to happen out of love, not out of greed, not out of, judgment, not out of caring what people think or what you should do. Everything has to be out of, what do I care about? What do I want? What do I love? If nobody ever finds out what I've experienced, what I've done, if nobody ever knew the success that I had, what would I want? What would I want to do? This is like the freedom to create, because a lot of us are also bogged down. And maybe this is what we're collectively releasing by what other people think and what we think that we should be or think that we should do. There's no room for that anymore. Just hitting my sweet puppy with tarot cards, but he loves tarot cards. He chose his first ones the other day. It was beautiful. I cried. There's also the ability to understand how strong you are and that you're never going to lose anything that isn't meant for you. If you're somebody who also really stresses about money and it's almost like you're coveting money, you're holding it really close, you're acting from a lack vibration, and really understanding that you are strong enough and deserving enough to create the world that you want. And again, when you act out of love, when you create out of love, even if it's a job that maybe it's not going to be your forever job, finding a way to do it out of joy and out of love, it's going to attract more money to you. This is it's very much the bigger picture, but as well as your physical, your literal, your home, your stability, your money, it's all connected and it's all stemming from the heart chakra right now. Okay. Allow yourself to be swooned by life. Allow yourself to release what no longer serves you. For a few of you, this could also be a love connection. If you are somebody who's been really hurt and kind of closing yourself off, it's time to open yourself back up. If you might not be with somebody, you might not have spoken to them. This is very specific for a group of people, but possibly not the entire collective. If you are somebody who's been hung up on somebody, maybe you haven't even spoken to them. Maybe you cut off this relationship. It could be a friendship or a romantic relationship a long time ago. Energetically, you're still carrying a flame for them. Energetically, you're still allowing them into your energetic field. And until you're ready to fully let that person go, that relationship go, then this new relationship that wants to come in, because there's a new person that wants to come in, isn't going to be able to fit. So this is kind of, again, this isn't going to be the situation for everybody releasing and having new things come in and making space for the new things. But for a lot of people, this has to do with a romantic relationship that isn't serving. Because the sacral energy is so strong. The sacral is coming alive. And I feel like because of this, you are not only finding that power within yourselves, but sexual energy with a divine partner is going to kind of also, your ability to express yourself openly and safely with this divine partner is going to really kind of be stronger than it ever has with somebody, which is really beautiful. But allow yourself a time now to understand all that's happening under, like, all that's happening that you can't see. Give yourself time to rest. It is an exhausting time to be alive right now, so give yourself time to rest. Give yourself a break. You are releasing more than you know, and a lot of it is on a subconscious level. But if there's something that you want to do, focus on what it is that you want to bring into your life. 11:11 on my clock. Focus on your manifestations right now and release that blockage that you can't have them. Maybe even like, I don't know how to manifest. I don't understand. I don't know if it works. Just go in it with the innocence of a child. They're showing me like inner child work also happening right now. Go into it with, the world is my oyster. If this exists for somebody else, why can't it exist to me? For me, why can't I have this? Because other people have it, so what's wrong with me? It is available to you. And if you have these desires to achieve something, to bring an energy into your life, as long as it's out of love and in harm to nobody else, you are meant to have that thing. Because you wouldn't have that want, that love, if it wasn't for you being meant to have it. Like, we want things and we go towards things because our guides are kind of sending us like little breadcrumbs. It's almost like they're showing me Hansel and Gretel with the breadcrumbs. Is that even you know what I mean though? I don't even know if it's Hansel and Gretel, but you're literally just following the breadcrumbs of the growth and where you're meant to go. And wants and needs and dreams, where people like make fun of dreamers all the time. I've been somebody that people have made fun of for being a dreamer. But it's time to step back into that dreamer energy. All the cynicism and the negativity, it needs to go, because all it is standing in your way. I'm feeling very energized by this reading. You're finding balance, and it doesn't mean that you have to give up on the physical and the literal, and you can still have a little bit of that like kind of, not cynicism, but like, what do you call it? That groundedness, that like living on earth, connecting the spiritual to the literal. You're learning how to manipulate the energy of the world and find balance between being this literal physical being and this spiritual being in a physical human body, and understanding that you are this cosmic, beautiful, energetic being that is living this experience, but this is not all that you are. Yeah, make sure not to get dragged back by things that are no longer serving you. Ace of Cups, everything is happening from the heart, even this imagery. Let the heart be your driving force, not the brain, the heart at this point. It needs to be your driving force, and make sure to reach out to people. You are kind of calling in your soul family. So if this is something that you've wanted for a while, allow yourself to call it in. Collectively, you are not alone. We are all going through this in one way or another, in different ways. Lean on other people, because we're all feeling this energy in one way or another. I haven't encountered one person in the last month that wasn't going through this energy in some semblance of a way. So even if you're feeling lonely or lost or confused, or like the purging is just a lot, find a way to let it out. Speak about it with somebody. Even if you want to share your story in the comments, I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure others would love to hear it as well. So everything is working out. Allow yourself to find that innocence, act from the heart, and it is all working out. You are in a stage of purging right now and releasing what no longer serves you, but you are going to be in a state of releasing right after the purging state. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Say bye, sleepy boy.